The silence. Sarah lived in a small house with her mother. Her father had gone to another city for work. Every night, Sarah sat near the window. She looked at the road, waiting. Mom, when will Dad come back? Her mother smiled, but her eyes were tired. Soon, my dear, very soon. The promise. Before leaving, her father hugged her tightly. I will come back with gifts for you, he said. Sarah believed him. Every day, she counted the days on the wall. 1030. But days turned into months. The struggle. Her mother worked very hard. Sometimes they didn't have enough food. Sarah saw her mother crying quietly at night. But in the morning, her mother always smiled. Everything will be okay, she said. The letter? One day, a letter came. Sarah ran fast. Mom, Dad sent a letter. Her mother opened it slowly. Her hands were shaking. She read it and suddenly sat down. What happened, Mom? Sarah asked. Tears fell from her mother's eyes. The truth. Her father had an accident. He was no more. Sarah didn't understand at first. No, he promised. He will come back. She ran to the window that night and waited again. The waiting. Days passed. Sarah still sat near the window every night. She looked at the road, hoping. Maybe Dad forgot the way, she whispered. Her mother hugged her tightly. Both cried silently. The strength. Years passed. Sarah grew up. She became strong just like her mother. One day, she stood near the same window. But this time, she didn't wait. She smiled softly and said, Dad, I'm okay now. The empty chair. Years passed, but one thing never changed. At dinner time, Sarah always looked at the empty chair. The chair was her father's. Her mother never removed it. She cleaned it every day, like he would return. Mom, why don't we move it? Sarah asked one day. Her mother paused. Then she said softly, some people don't sit in chairs. They sit in our hearts. Sarah didn't speak. But that night, she cried quietly. School days. Sarah started going to school regularly. Other children talked about their fathers. My dad bought me a bicycle. My dad took me to the park. Sarah stayed silent. One day, a teacher asked, Sarah, what does your father do? The class became quiet. Sarah stood up slowly. My father keeps his promises. The teacher didn't understand, but Sarah sat down with tears in her eyes. The hidden pain. Sarah never showed her pain in public. She laughed with friends. She studied hard. But at night, she still went to the window, still looked at the road, still whispered, Dad, just one time, come back. The wind answered her, but it was never him. Mother's weakness. One winter night, her mother fell sick. She was very weak. Sarah got scared. She held her mother's hand tightly. Mom, you can't leave me too. Her mother smiled weakly. I'm not going anywhere. But Sarah had already lost one person. She couldn't lose another. That night, Sarah didn't sleep. She prayed for the first time in years. Growing up too fast, Sarah started working after school. She helped her mother. She became strong. But inside, she was still a little girl. A girl waiting at the window. A girl holding on to a promise. Her friends enjoyed life. But Sarah understood pain early. And pain changes people. The old letter. One day, while cleaning, Sarah found the old letter again. The same letter. The one that changed everything. Her hands shook. She opened it slowly. She read every word again. But this time, she noticed something new. At the bottom, there was a line. I was coming home early. To surprise you! Sarafuro's tears filled her eyes. He was coming back. The realization. Sarah ran to her mother. Mom, Dad didn't break his promise. He was coming back. Her mother started crying. Yes, he tried. He really tried. That moment changed something inside Sarah. For years, She thought her father forgot, but now she knew he didn't. The window, goodbye. That night, Sarah went to the window again, but it felt different. She looked at the road, but this time, she smiled through tears. Dad, you didn't break your promise. I understand now. I will stop waiting, but I will never forget you. For the first time, she closed the window. A new beginning. Sarah focused on her studies. She worked harder than ever. Her dream was simple: to make my mother proud. Years passed. Sarah became a teacher, just like the one who once asked her about her father the same question. One day, a little girl in her class was quiet. Sarah noticed. What's wrong? She asked gently. The girl looked down. My father is gone. Sarah's heart stopped for a moment. She sat beside her and said softly, sometimes they don't leave us. They just become invisible. The girl looked up. Really? Sarah smiled. Yes, they stay in your heart. The strong woman. Sarah was no longer the girl at the window. She was strong, but she never forgot her past. Every year, on the same day, she sat near that window again. Not to wait, but to remember. The final words. One evening, Sarah spoke softly to the sky. Dad, I waited for you for years, but now I walk forward. You gave me strength, even after you were gone. I miss you every day, but I'm okay now. The message. Some promises are not broken. Sometimes life breaks them. Some people don't come back, but their love never leaves. And sometimes waiting teaches us how to live.